Welcome to Daisha Breedlove Presents. Now, for those of you that are new to the show, every week I like to touch base on inspirational topics with inspirational guests who can help make your life a better one. So, my guest today, she is an actor, she's a singer, she's a filmmaker, and she's a host, one of my actual co-hosts who I was hosting with on Sisterhood of America, and her name is Cammie Middleton. Hi, Cammie. Thank you for joining us.
I'm so glad to be here with you, Daisha. This is so much fun.
I'm so happy to have you.
I know. I missed you so much. I missed having our show together. We had so much fun.
Yes, we did. Guys, if you have not seen Sisterhood in America, it is on Amazon Prime now.
That's right.
Where we talk about everything from relationships to love to success, like just everything. So make sure you guys check that out. But it's been a while since I've seen you.
I know. Stinky people for not keeping our show keep going.
I know.
We have 100 episodes, so there's plenty to catch up on. So
yeah,
that's enough to
it is. It was a lot, but I had such a blast, and I see you're doing so many incredible, inspiring things.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, we got to have Cammie on the show. We got to catch up.
So busy. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into it, Cammie.
Okay.
All right. So for those who don't know,
our snacks ready.
Let me actually fix my my guys. All right. Okay. So for those who don't know, Cammie Middleton, where are you originally from, and how did you first find your way into this industry, and what actually inspired you to pursue this path?
Gosh, I'm from St. Louis, and we have to go way back. So I remember being a little kid and watching Sesame Street. And I remember talking to my mom going, we need to move there because I need to do that. And she's like, that's not a place. I go, no, I think it's New York. Wow. It's like a street, like just maybe Sesame Street. Let's just figure that out and get a house there and move there. I need to do that. And she was like, you're 4. I'm like, I understand, but we need to go there. And so what she did was she stuck me into like a conservatory school of the arts. And so I took tap and dancing and ballet and acting and all that stuff. And so that kept me busy. And I just got started from there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
She knew what to do with me. She's like, oh my gosh, we're not moving.
So she's seen this and that goes back to like signs being shown along the way. I always say that how to find your life purpose. Pay attention to what you're interested in as a kid.
You know what? Not only that, but also in your daily life. I was a realtor for many years and I was really good at it. And people would ask me all the time, why are you so good at your job? Is it because you're a good salesperson? And I really figured out what it was. What I was doing was when I was having an open house or a salesperson for our house, not only was I showcasing your house, but I was out mixing and I had a signature drink for you to all drink when you came in.
Wow.
Plus my band was singing in the corner. Plus my friends had their art on the wall so you could sell and see the house and show it. So I was showing and selling, baby.
An experience.
And so what I realized was, hey, Cammie, you're fitting your life into this little box. You need to take this box and open it up and fit the box inside your actual life. And that's when I changed things and realized I need to be doing this full time instead of like staging little parties where other people are, benefiting. I need to be benefiting as well too. Not that I wasn't. I was a very successful realtor. I'm just saying. I need to do something else too. So that was great.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes. And that actually goes into my next question.
Okay.
So you wear many hats. I mean, you were an actor, you're a voiceover artist, singer, filmmaker, you have your real estate license, you're a writer, and she's a host. She does a lot of different things. So when people ask you, Cammie, what do you do? Which role would you say feels most true to who you are right now?
Oh my gosh, there's 2, I would say. A writer and a mom.
Wow.
And I've kind of cultivated both. So I've just written a pilot, and we'll talk about that later, but I wrote this pilot, but it's all about being a mom. And I've kind of taken my experiences as being a mom and a married person together and kind of like mix them together in a big soup of fun. I hope it's a big soup of fun. We had so much fun making it. So I kind of identify with both, and I realized that you have to go back to what they always say when you're writing, start with what you know.
Yeah.
And so I know how to yell at people and tell them to pick up their clothes off the floor and to make some food. So I was like, well, I need to be writing about that. So
that is amazing. Amazing. Okay. Love it. So a writer and a mom, and we're excited to hear about that. Yeah. We'll definitely get all, like I said, of Cammie's socials so you guys can check out all the amazing things that she's doing. Okay. So my next question is, you've had a career that, goes into stage, film, like I said, television, voice work, and music as well. So looking back, what part of your journey are you most proud of, even if people don't always see it or you don't always say it?
I'm going to go back to the elemental part of myself, and that's the acting itself. Like, that's the fun, that's the work for me.
Yeah.
So if all the work I've done, I think the thing I really enjoy the most are the voiceover jobs, because it's just you and what you can do with your instrument. There's no makeup, there's no wigs, there's no fake boobs or fake butt or whatever you need to do, or a fake walk. There's just your voice and the timbre and the language and the personality that you bring to that. So you don't get to see me, but I'm in a video game. I'm Jane Austen in a video game. I'm Mama Bear. I'm a whole bunch of, not just like all the voiceover work I've done with like just, commercials, but that's when you get the true essence of what you're doing. And that's the most fun. Not only that, like, you're doing it in your pajamas sometimes. You're like, I'm going to be this cool bear in my pajamas in my basement.
Right.
So that's just kind of fun for me.
I love it. Well, as you guys can see, she's very animated. So I love that you're doing voiceover. That's definitely a part of your purpose, for sure.
I think so.
I love that. Okay. So as you just mentioned, you portrayed a lot of powerful and layered characters from, historical figures to the modern day woman, So how do you choose roles that kind of align with your spirit and values?
I've been really blessed, and I hope I'm continue to be blessed with roles that are just fun. Listen, I am like this normal person, but anything that kind of pulls me out to be like some kind of, oh my gosh, like I got to be like a sex trafficker woman that beat up kids. That was awesome. I got to punch her in the face and knock her down. I don't get to do that every day at Target or like at the grocery store. So this is awesome. Not that I'm trying to like push Target or anything, because I'm not. We work out of them. I'm just saying. But I love roles that like pull me outside of myself, that I get to be completely someone else. And I'm talking someone completely out of my character, my morals, my ethics, anything that says to me like, wow, this is not you. In fact, I love that, because if I'm rehearsing at home, a couple times my kids will hear me rehearsing and they'll run into the room. Are you all right? Are you all right? Like someone attacking you? I'm like, no, I'm pretending to be attacked by, an assailant.
Like I'm acting.
Right. And they're like, oh Mom, stop it. I'm like, you're scaring me. So I love that when even your own kids are like, oh my gosh, there's something going on.
Yeah.
So anything that pulls me outside of myself is great and fun. And it's also, I find, really cathartic in a way that you had no idea, because you have to tap into something that you thought was outside yourself, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
It's in you.
It's in you.
And then you have to go, okay, what part of this is me, and what part can I bring to this element? And what part is really that character?
Oh, that's true.
And that's this crazy little dance that you get to do. And that's the part that you get to assimilate into your physical movement, your voice.
Yeah.
And my son even said this once. I asked him, I said, how come you never watch any of my shows or my movies on with me? He goes, well, Mom, I don't like it because there's a lady using your face to say other things, and it's weird. And so he's saying, it's my face, but I'm using it like this character would be using it. I'm not using it the same way, and that's weird for him. And that's the whole point.
Right.
So that's the fun part.
That's the fun part. I love it. Well said. I mean, I love acting. Like you said, you think it's far-fetched from who you are, but once you get in that character, you're like, wow, that's been in me the entire time. That's just another side of me.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
And that could be very scary.
It could be very scary.
And then you have to go, oh. Okay,
right.
girl.
You're like, I'm gonna suppress this part. I'll use that part for acting.
We're done with that today.
Exactly.
I later.
Love that. I love that. Okay, Cammie. So my next question is, as a woman in entertainment, longevity isn't always talked about enough. So what do you think has kind of helped you stay grounded, working, and creatively fulfilled over the years?
Staying true to myself. You can't be doing work that you think is going to appeal to the masses or hit that special number or that's going to go viral or appeal to this subgroup. No.
Yeah.
I think to be able to have some kind of structure and stability in this business and within yourself, you have to say, okay, what's my creative focus? What's my creative goal?
Exactly.
And then attack it. Some actors, they pick a platform and go, okay, great, I'm going to go with this platform and I'm going to write specifically to that and try to work with that. And then find that platform changes and evolves and grows. And then you have a whole new platform, and then you have other people that are coming into that. And that's where your character is built, and that's where your following is built.
Yeah.
Just in your genuineness.
Yeah.
And so I think if you stay to your true self, I think that's where that's going to play out.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do every day.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Well said. I mean, like you said, that keeps you fulfilled, staying true to who you are.
Yeah. Because then you've knocked off all the things on your list. Like, okay, I saved America. Boom.
Exactly.
Whatever it is.
And not letting anyone come in the game and actually change you and bring you away, because that's when it causes like unhappiness. And like you said, you're not going to be able to stay in it long term because it's not really you. It's not something that you're being fulfilled by doing.
Exactly. And then when you look back, you can go, okay, great. This tried to derail me, or this obstacle came along. But you know what? I accomplished that goal that I said I was going to do.
Wow.
And that's the win. Everything else is gravy.
Right.
Everything else really is gravy.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like you said, and staying true to who you are. Thank you, Cammie, for pointing that out. So my next question, okay, I know we can't stay here too long, so we'll wrap this up. But I got a couple more, we want to talk about. So you're currently hosting and you're producing conversations for women on shows like Sisterhood in America. So how has being in spaces like that kind of shaped you personally?
They've shaped me because they've empowered me to be more of myself and to be more of what I want to be aligned with. And in that, it inspired me to do more things of my own and not waiting around for someone else to give them to me or present them to me, which is why I've been writing even more. And we talked about this earlier a little bit, kind of hinted on kind of being a jack of all trades. I think in this business to succeed, you really have to be able to say, great, let me throw my hat in this arena and figure out what your net's going to catch.
Yeah.
And so with that, I've been writing more about women, and my new pilot called Cruisin'. It's about a husband and wife team, and he's about to retire after 30 years. But she's been the kind of like working, stay-at-home kind of mom that has raised the kids while he's been out traveling the world. And now at this part of her life, she's ready to really go into her career full time and to really seize that day. And so we're talking about topics that deal with women that have been married for a long time, family issues, green issues that are always going to be effective, but also about letting women know there's no time constraint on your life. There's no time constraint on what you need to do and when you need to do it.
Yeah.
The time constraint is the one that you put upon yourself. And it doesn't matter when you start, just start.
Right.
And that's what this is about, making sure that you are empowered to be and focus on the things that you said, you know what, this is this thing I've been putting off for years. And when are you going to take it?
Yeah.
Today's the time.
Right.
So that's what this is about, empowering people, empowering yourself. And I think when we talk to women in these conversations, empowerment starts at a basic level, whether it's your body, your physicalness, your career, your family, you really have to be aware of what that means. And so I think that once you empower yourself to really understand each part of yourself, then it can translate out.
Wow.
And so that's what I've been trying to do. And that's been pouring out with writing.
I love that. And like you said, understanding yourself is key. Like you got to dig deep. And sometimes you may have to spend some time alone.
And it's not fun sometimes. You will find some people in there that want to punch little girls in the head. I'm just saying. But
I love it. Okay. I love that. Well said. All right. So speaking of girl talk, we're going to get a little bit personal. Ooh. Okay. Talk about, life values, relationships, they evolve. So are you currently married or are you in a new season of your life right now?
I'm in a new season. I am open to receiving all the wonderful love that is awaiting for me.
Love that.
I'm excited. I'm excited about
Love it. I'm excited for you as well. Okay, so for women who are watching, who are, maybe navigating, divorce, reinvention, or just starting over, whatever that, consists of, for you or anyone else, what has that season taught you about self-worth and resilience? What has this season taught you about that?
Yeah. Let's talk about resilience. Most women don't know that they are resilient. They think that I'm going to fall, I'm going to break, I'm going to crush when this man leaves me, or I don't get this man, or he doesn't choose me. That's going to be my life. No, sweetie, you're already doing everything right now. You are the master. You're doing 15 things. You got a job, you got 15 kids, you got a side job, you're taking care of your mom and your dad, you got to go to the grocery store. And it's the holiday season. So you're cooking, chopping, slicing, dicing.
Right.
You're already doing it all. I don't know what you expect you to do. Fly? Hover?
Yeah.
Hover into some self-reliance and realize you are already resilient.
Yes.
And nothing is going to break you because you can't be broken. You're already doing it. You can't break something that's already functioning at 12,000 degrees capacity. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So whatever you are or wherever you're going in your life and you think that there's someone that you're dependent upon, that's you.
Wow.
It's not the other guy.
That's true.
It's not the guy that you were hoping to love.
Right.
It's you.
Yeah.
So give it to yourself, love yourself, and venture out. It is never too late to start loving yourself and get the love that you've been giving out the whole time.
Yes. Yes.
So Get that divorce. And in fact, we're talking about that real quick because we're sisterhood. And
exactly.
I was talking to some other ladies, and gray divorce was a term that has been coined because there is a 75 to 85% increase in gray marriages. Gray marriages are marriages that have been in existence between 11 years and forward. And about 75% of that are marriages that have been married over 20 to 35 years. And that's a huge number.
Yeah.
And the big climb in that is because women realize, I'm already doing this by myself. Hello.
Right.
So let me get someone that can help me and want to share with me because I'm already having the fun.
Yeah.
Let's have a little bit more fun where I'm not the schlep all day.
Yeah.
So get out there, be a team player. You're the team. Invite others to enjoy, invite yourself to receive.
I love it.
And let yourself enjoy yourself. And that's what this life is about.
That is what this life is about. Like you said, being resilient, and you attract everything that aligns with that. What I realized is you can't really depend on another person to fulfill that happiness. You got to already be fulfilled, and that person's just an add-on because we don't own anybody. People go, relationships stay, relationships break up, but at the end of the day, like you said, you'll always have your own back, no matter what. So that person coming in is just a bonus to what you have already created within yourself. So I'm so happy you pointed that out.
Yeah, this is the time during the holidays where people really start to regret or miss people or do things that they would not allow themselves to normally do because they're feeling lonely because society tells them they have to do certain things. I want people to remember, and women especially, to remember, you are the potatoes. You are that big plate of mashed potatoes sitting on that plate. You are the sustenance for your family, for your society, for your world, and actually for your great-great-grandchildren because you're carrying all their eggs. It's you.
Yeah.
So remember, everything else that comes with you that you pour on top of the potatoes, whether it's cheese or gravy, that's just a garnish.
Mm-hmm.
You're the sustenance. And nothing is going to be good without the sustenance. No one wants a plate of gravy.
Yeah.
No one wants a plate of parsley or a plate of cheese.
Yeah.
They do want it on top of their potatoes.
Right.
All nice and warm and cushy. Sustenance.
Yeah.
That's you.
Wow. Wow. Well said. Thank you for that info, Cammie. Right. Amazing. Okay. So my next question is, you've built an incredible career while still honoring, obviously, your creativity, and having emotional depth. So how do you protect your peace while still, being open to love and connection, whether that's in the future or at the moment?
I do a lot of meditating, and I also do a lot of mantras and vocalization. I suggest that every person actually, if they want to remember to reprogram their mind and their body and their heart. We come so often with societal pressures about who we should be as a woman, as a man, or a person of color, or a person that's not of color, or a person that's an accountant, or whatever it is. Everyone's trying to stick you in a box.
Yeah.
I need you to go and think about who you decide you want to be. And you can put yourself in that box. And to do that, you have to really reprogram yourself. So for me in the morning, I'll get up, and I am not a morning person, but evidently, the sun will wake me up and say, okay, Cammie, let's talk about how you are loved and cherished and that your world is reflected around you because of that. So whatever your affirmations are that you're trying to work on in your life, whether I am abundant or I'm a whole person or I'm peaceful, I'm not smacking people in the face or whatever that might be.
Right.
I think taking some time for yourself to do that and reprogram your brain and to assess that in your heart is so key and important. It sets the tone for the rest of your day. And when you look back, you go, wow, I don't have those obsessive thoughts again about how I want to smack that person in the head again.
It's so true.
It's so true. So finding that balance for yourself is so important. I think we're just so programmed to go all the time.
Yes.
But you have to take the time for you because no one's going to give it to you.
It's important. And I love meditating. Like you said, that's also something I'm really big on as well. I know you were saying you were hiking the other day, which we also have to hike together.
Yes.
I'm all into just whatever helps to get you deeper into who you are, that spirituality, talking to the higher power. And meditating has done that for me. Hot yoga, the gym.
Good. I love that.
All the above, but whatever, it doesn't even have to be any of those three, but whatever, like you said, whatever your self-care means to you, so whatever works for you, but there's so many things going on in the world. You have to find time to somehow get centered, especially if you're a mom, if you're an employer, if you're a hardworking woman, you're managing so many roles like all of us women are.
Yeah.
You got to take care of the household. You got to do this, you got to do that. To even be able to have that superpower, you have to find some type of centered
you
ground.
Can't give out if you have nothing to replenish
Exactly.
it with.
Exactly.
A girlfriend of mine was trying to incorporate more exercise in her life, which we all are trying to do. Your doctor says, don't eat this, whatever. We're all trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And she was saying that the hard time for her was she's doing all these exercises. She hates doing them. And I said to her, stop doing them. And she goes, what do you mean? I go, there are a million exercises that you can do for your body.
Wow. Exactly.
Do the ones that you like to do.
Exactly.
Those work. Why are you punishing yourself with doing the exercises that you don't want to do?
Wow.
Because that means you're not going to do it. You're going to do it halfway. It's not going to work. It makes you angry, and it's not going to make you show up for yourself.
That's so true.
Why don't you pick something that makes you show up for yourself? Go to the gym and sit in the hot tub. That's exercise. Have you done crunches in the hot tub?
Right.
They work in the hot tub too.
Wow.
And you take the gravity off of you and you come out looking refreshed, but they still feel like you've been hit like a back truck because you did 100 in the water.
Wow.
But again, use your life to configure it for you.
Yeah.
Who says it has to be one way? It doesn't. It could be 15 million ways. There are 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Start skinning it.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Wow, that is amazing.
I'm using all these old terms.
No, it's true.
Okay,
it's true. It's helping. No,
okay.
It's helping. Because all of us women are managing so many different things.
Yeah.
So we, like you said, we have to find something that you like to do, whether that's even with a job.
Mm-hmm.
Like I realize even with jobs, it all has to flow. Like if you love what you do,
yes,
it never feels like work.
Yeah, you're just laughing all day.
I've tried so many different jobs when I was younger, or just growing up, and I'm like, they say they'll pay me this amount. I even sold cars once, and it's like, no amount of money can make me do something that I don't like doing. Because I'm not, like you say, you're going to show up halfway. You're going to be miserable, and time is just going to go by so fast, and you'll realize you wasted it doing something you didn't even like doing.
Exactly.
When you could have put that energy into what fulfills you.
Exactly.
So I'm so happy that you did bring that point up.
It's important.
It's important. Like you said, even down to the workout, do something that you like to do. Yes.
I like to swim. You know what? I'll go hike a mountain. Instead of like getting on the treadmill and like, I got to do these miles, get on a mountain and climb that mountain. You will find you're doing things you're like, oh my, because you're going to die if you don't climb it right. Right. You're going to slide down the mountain. But do what you like to do. It's okay to have fun. Who says that it has to be like harsh and like terrible? Just have a good time.
I love it. Yes, Cammie, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. I got a couple more questions. Okay. So with so many accomplishments and projects under your belt, how do you personally define success, and how has that definition changed over time from Cammie starting out to Cammie now?
Wow. That's a really good question. I think before I defined my success in terms of what accomplishments I could put under my belt, like, hey, I did that, or I got that role, or I did that part, or I've got something else to tick off my resume. I got something on my IMDb. I'm ready to go.
Right.
I think now my accomplishments are, what are your goals? Did you do it? Did you finish writing that like you said you're going to do? I finished those chapters. Did you finish that pitch deck like you said you're going to do? Did you finish filming that? Did you start writing this next project? What did you sit down with yourself and say, this is what my goal is for this month or this week? Did you finish that?
Right.
Does your list still look like it's crazy?
Right.
Do you have a bunch of check marks? So for me, that structure and being able to say, you know what? I can accomplish something when I set my mind to it. I'm not going to let life or its distractions keep me from what my focus is. So that's, for me, what I think success is, that sustainability of staying focused on what it is I need to accomplish. Now, that could change every week. Like, it might be this week it's something silly, and this week it's the holidays. I got to get those Christmas presents wrapped. I got to get that turkey stuffed, whatever that is.
Right.
But did you write that down for yourself, and did you put spaces in there for you?
Wow.
And the spaces that you put in there for you, were they fun? Did you schedule fun for yourself?
Right.
You have to schedule fun.
Yeah.
You have to schedule smiles.
Wow.
Because people are going to give them to you.
Wow. So you would say maybe just keeping everything organized.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's hard to do, but get yourself a cute book, write it down, make yourself little notes, or get yourself a fun PowerPoint thing. I don't care what it is. Something that makes it fun for you to go, hey, let me check it. For me, it's a book. Like, I like nice little fun books that are like leather bound or whatever, like little pages, like little gold leaf.
Definitely.
I can write it down and go, oh yeah, this is really cool. Whatever that is, make it fun for you.
Yeah.
And then it's not a chore.
Right. Exactly.
And then you're like, oh my God, I just had fun all day.
Yeah, literally. Like you said, you even have to schedule fun.
Yeah.
I love that. Well said. Okay, so you would say that has changed over time because you probably used to it and keep everything organized.
And I didn't schedule fun.
Wow, that's amazing.
I didn't schedule fun.
That is amazing. All right. Okay, so all right, last couple questions. Okay, so you're creating platforms like the Stepping Stone Film Festival.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that's to spotlight emerging filmmakers who are up and coming. So what made you want to create opportunities for others and not just for Cammie?
Okay, so I definitely wanted to create opportunities for Cammie, but we're here in Hollywood, and Hollywood's changing. The structure's changing. Streaming's changing everything. Warner's being bought out and sold, and things are consolidating. It's becoming a real estate catch-all. There are not a lot of opportunities for young filmmakers, and if there are, they're being suppressed because they need them to fit within a certain parameter, because we need them to make money quickly, and they need to make money by tomorrow, or it's ridiculous.
Right.
And they're reinventing the same story over and over again. Listen, I'm sure Spider-Man's awesome, but I don't need 15 editions of Spider-Man. It's a spider.
Right.
It's a man.
Yeah.
It flies.
Yeah.
It falls in love, and it saves criminals. I don't know what it does, but whatever. I'm done.
Right.
There are lots of original stories out there that are not being told, that are full of depth and emotion, and that can change the world. We're also in a political climate where our voices are being silenced. We're in a climate where young filmmakers need to make their films because they have voices and statements that need to be iterated and said and heard, because we're not being heard in our government. We're being railroaded by graft and greed and taxes and paying for things that are unnecessary, and by, people that are clearly mentally ill. So I'm not going to get into that, but I will say that we have to make sure that there are, and with that, that means that there are less and less platforms for people to actually voice their opinions. And so I think there has to be a platform for young filmmakers and people to say, great, I agree with this. I think this is beautiful. What do you think? Or this needs to be discussed, or hey, there's this going on. So I have films that I'm writing. I have things that I want to do, and I'm thinking, where am I going to be able to display those, or how am I going to be able to get those stories out? I have stories about people that are clinging together as a family and trying to make it in the world, and those are stories that everyone can appreciate and agree with, because they're all going through the same things.
Exactly.
They're not the same reiterated Batman, Spider-Man movies, and so we do have a taste, and we do have a request and a niche for films that mean something, that are of essence, that have depth to us. And I think that Stepping Stone is a perfect example of what we're trying to do. This is a film festival that is geared for first-time filmmakers. And when I say first-time filmmakers, I mean filmmakers that have only been making films of 5 films or less on their IMDb or less. So they could be right out the gate in film school, or maybe have a few successes and have a budget, but less than 5. But new filmmakers that need to, talk about what they're doing in their creative process.
Yeah.
I also want to make sure that in the next couple of years, and there's certain rules that I have to follow, but I also want this film festival to be a festival that is leading toward the Oscars, where if you place in our film, you get to be in the next round for Oscar consideration if you win for the next round. So something to do to give aspiring filmmakers to know that, there's a chance. And there's tons of other first-time filmmakers that have won Oscars because they've had wonderful things to talk about, people to reach. And I believe that there needs to be a platform that's going to help us to do that. That's not going to be backed by studio or corporate greed. And unless you want to give me some studio or corporate greed money, that's a different story. Whatever. But at this point, what I'm trying to do is make sure that there is a platform, a place for people to say, yes, I disagree with that. And I get to say this in this wonderful presentation of this film, whether it's symbolically or theoretically or whatever.
Without being shunned for it.
Without being shunned for it. And I have a place to say that, because I know that my government or my society right now is being geared towards some fascists, whatever.
There's a lot of undercover stuff going on that we don't know.
Exactly. And I think there should be a platform or a place for people to say, I have
to get a fair
voice.
shot.
I have a voice. I want to talk about my community. I think that I can enliven and enrich my community through this film. We all know that film and art, and it encourages us, it inspires us, and it helps us to grow and be active and alive.
Yeah.
And so that means that we have to have more than just one point of view.
Yes.
And so Stepping Stone is going to be an avenue for young filmmakers to do that. And that's what I want to do.
I love that. Stepping Stone. So we definitely got to stay tuned for that.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to hear more about it and just check it out, But okay, as we kind of wrap this up. All right. So looking ahead, Cammie, outside of Stepping Stone, what can we expect next from you creatively, personally or professionally in this upcoming year, 2026?
Oh, okay. So here's some goals for myself.
What can we expect next from Cammie?
I definitely want Cruising to be picked up and in distribution, and I'd like to get first 10 episodes in the can. I have the first in the can, and I have the first 3 episodes written. I like to get that done, and so by the pitch of the coming season 2026, pilot season starts. So that's my big goal, is getting that pitched in. So that's what I want to do.
I love that.
I'm also writing a feature. I've written it as a proof of concept, and I want to go ahead and develop that. And I also have another short that I've written as well, and I want to get that written. And I finished pre-production on that. I want to get that in production and film, because again, Stepping Stone is I plan for that film festival to kick off and have our pop-up kickoff at the end of the year, like August, October. So I like to have one of my films in my own film festival.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great,
yes,
right? Yeah,
that'd be great. I
so
love
we'll
it,
see.
love it, love it. Okay, so my last question is,
Oh,
if you could leave any future, entrepreneurs or, women who want to go in business or create their own production company, or even men, with any piece of advice, what would you say?
Oh, start. Don't wait for someone to give you permission, or the lottery to come in, or your mama to tell you it's okay, or you get less hours at work, or the economy to fail. Start. It begins with you. Whatever you want it to be, it's your concept, it's your center of control. Start.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Wow. Nothing else. Start. So I don't care if your job is to make the color orange pop.
Yeah.
Make it pop. Start. It begins with you. And what you need to do is figure out a way to do it. It doesn't have to be another thing. People always think that when someone says start, that means they have to encompass all of it. No, it's one foot in front of the other. That's all you need to accomplish. If you've got a huge goal, I need to start a company. There's so many steps to begin before that company takes off.
Right.
What's the name of your company? That's step one.
Wow.
What's it do? That's step two.
Yeah.
I mean, so don't feel that you have to be overwhelmed with everything all at once. Take it one step at a time, but start.
Wow, I love that. Just start.
Just start.
Awesome. Okay, well, Cammie, well, tell everybody before you leave us, where's the best place to reach you?
You can reach me at my house in the kitchen making bread. No, I'm serious. No, you can reach me at Instagram at Cammie Middleton.
Yeah.
And also at Facebook at Cammie Middleton Actor.
I love it. Well, Cammie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm looking forward to sitting down with you again and just hearing all the amazing
We're
things
not sitting down. We're going to climb a mountain together.
Oh,
and we're
you know
go
what?
From there.
Yes, we got to do that. Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely she hikes and climbs mountains. So please invite me. We definitely are going to be doing that.
Oh, yeah.
2026.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to climb my first mountain, y'all.
Slide down that mountain, yeah.
All right. I love it. All right. So that wraps it up, everybody, for Daisha Breedlove Presents. And I will see you guys next week with another inspirational episode and another inspirational guest. Ciao.